Naples, Florida. For decades, the name alone meant something: exclusivity, wealth, security, palm-lined avenues, private golf clubs, and beachfront mansions that traded hands for record sums. The city's reputation as an ultra-wealthy enclave seemed untouchable. A 2.4% drop from last year. Nearly 9 out of 10 sellers must accept a discount to close the deal. The pattern repeats across price points and neighborhoods. Banks scrutinize every detail, from income streams to asset reserves, wary of overextending in a falling market. Financing delays are common. Some deals collapse at the 11th hour when buyers can't lock a rate or clear new underwriting hurdles. The impact ripples through every corner of the market. Sellers can't rely on cash buyers to fill the void, and financed offers come with more strings attached: appraisals, contingencies, longer closing timelines. Each layer of friction slows the process, discourages bidding, and saps urgency from negotiations. Homes that might have sold in days now linger for months as buyers run the numbers and balk at the totals. The pressure isn't letting up. As rates stay elevated, buyers hesitate, waiting for a break. Sellers, meanwhile, are forced to consider deeper discounts just to keep deals alive. The era of easy money is over. In Naples, affordability is no longer just a talking point. It's the barrier that stands between listings and a sale. For many, the question isn't whether to buy, but whether the cost makes sense at all. Insurance premiums in Naples are rewriting the rules of coastal homeownership. What once cost $3,000 or $4,000 a year now routinely demands $10,000, $15,000, even $20,000, sometimes more for waterfront properties. In Collier County, the average premium has soared past $5,600, nearly double the state average. That's before factoring in flood insurance, which is now required on all homes valued above $500,000, with mandates set to include every property by 2027, no matter the flood zone. The exodus of major carriers has left homeowners scrambling. State Farm and farmers have pulled out, forcing thousands into Citizens, the state-backed insurer of last resort. Citizens' policy count ballooned to 1.3 million by late 2024, and while new entrants have begun to return, the choices for coastal Naples remain slim. Those who can find private coverage face strict requirements: new roofs, wind mitigation, higher deductibles. Some are hit with non-renewal notices just for having a roof over 15 years old. For condo owners, the pain is even sharper. Association master policies have tripled or quadrupled, triggering steep special assessments and driving up monthly costs for everyone in the building. Buyers and sellers alike are forced to reckon with these numbers. Before any deal closes, insurance quotes are scrutinized. Line by line, agents report deals falling apart in the 11th hour when premiums come back higher than expected, or when coverage is simply unavailable. The monthly carrying cost for a Naples home can top $4,000 just for taxes, insurance, and HOA fees. Never mind the mortgage. For buyers, the math is brutal. For sellers, it's a wall they can't scale. Flood risk is no longer a theoretical talking point. Recent hurricanes have left scars across southwest Florida, and the models now show 65 to 75% of Naples properties face significant flood risk over the next 30 years. Insurers and reinsurers price this risk into every policy, pushing premiums higher with each new storm. Even homes in so-called low-risk zones are getting swept into the spiral. 1 inch of floodwater can bring $25,000 in damage, and a quarter of flood claims come from outside high-risk areas. An insurance analyst puts it bluntly: in Naples, you're not just buying a home, you're buying a set of risks that get more expensive every year. The pressure isn't just on the buyers. Sellers are forced to slash prices or cover a year's premium just to keep a deal from falling through. The insurance crisis is not a footnote. It's the foundation of a new, harsher reality. The old promise of safe, appreciating coastal property has been replaced by a single question: How much risk can you afford to carry? Amid the carnage in Naples' mainstream luxury market, a handful of projects defy gravity. At the Olana residences, the entry point starts in the 8 figures. The Delmore, a name whispered in developer circles, is offering penthouse condos for as much as $70 million. These aren't just homes. They're status symbols, designed for a clientele that shrugs off market cycles and insurance premiums alike. The buyers here are a different breed. They arrive by private jet, sign contracts over lunch, and wire deposits from offshore accounts. For them, real estate isn't shelter. It's a portfolio play, a statement, a way to park capital in something tangible. One developer, all confidence and tailored suit, puts it simply: our clients aren't watching mortgage rates, they're watching the Mediterranean. Marketing for these towers is unapologetically global. Brochures tout private spas, chef's kitchens, and marina berths. The sales pitch leans on exclusivity, limited inventory, never to be repeated, a chance to own the sunset. It's a world apart from the price cuts and open house cookies a few miles inland. But even here, the numbers are thin. Developers trumpet strong interest and select units reserved, but actual closings are rare and often shrouded in secrecy. Brokers admit that most inquiries come from international buyers who may never set foot in Naples, let alone move in. The ultra-luxury segment is insulated by scarcity and global wealth, but its activity is a sideshow, headline deals that make the news but do little to help the thousands of sellers stuck in limbo across the city. The gulf between these trophy towers and the rest of Naples has never been wider. For every record-setting penthouse sale, there are hundreds of listings languishing, their owners waiting for a miracle. The success of Olana or the Delmore is cold comfort to the average seller. In Naples, the top end of the market is still playing by its own rules, but the rules for everyone else have changed. Contagion isn't just a metaphor in Southwest Florida, it's a measurable reality. Cape Coral, just across the Caloosahatchee, now holds the title of America's worst housing market. 8% of homeowners there are underwater on their mortgages, owing more than their homes could fetch on the open market. The next chapter for Naples depends on which scenario wins out. If insurance and climate anxieties fade, the market could rebound, slowly and at lower price points. If not, the city may be facing a new normal. Luxury real estate is a risk asset, not a safe haven. For now, every listing is a test of what buyers are willing to risk and what sellers are willing to lose. In August 2025, Naples' median home price stands at $1.1 million, a 27% drop year over year. Sales have fallen more than 21%, and inventory has surged by nearly 34%, leaving 6,420 homes on the market and an 8.6-month supply. Cash sales, once the rule in Naples, now represent just under half of all closings, while insurance premiums have doubled or tripled for many owners. Flood risk remains high, and Collier County now ranks 18th in the nation for price declines. The data show a clear break from the city's reputation as an invincible luxury haven, yet the long-term outcome is still uncertain. No data yet confirm whether this is a temporary correction or a lasting change driven by climate risk and cost pressure. For homeowners, buyers, and businesses, the future of Naples real estate now depends on forces far larger than market cycles: insurance, environment, and shifting demand. The evidence leaves no doubt. Naples is no longer immune.